Good morning, everyone. I'm trying to put do not disturb on all my things here. Let's see what happens. Because most likely everybody will call me in this next hour because, when you go live, that's what happens. Good morning, good morning. This is Jen from the Cartomancer, and we are going to do our weekly readings. So, let's see. How was everybody's weekend? How did it go? I don't know. I feel like mine went in a blur. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. But we are here. We are out of Mercury retrograde. That is good. We have our shadow period kind of hanging in there. Saturn's going in the retrograde, so there's that. But that's going to be hanging around till October. So, it's just time to breathe. I feel like that's what it is. We just need to breathe today. So I'm going to be doing, I actually just grabbed the Modern Witch Tarot. Everybody knows this one. Good morning, Maya. Everybody knows this one. And, I have my tarot shelf and I usually just go near it and whatever my hand grabs. And then I'm like, I haven't used this in a minute. So this works. We're going for it. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do some charms. Because just the sound of the charms just makes everybody happy. And, we're just here to spread joy. That's why we're here. So I'm going to do some charms. And I actually got some charms from Carrie Paris at Tide. So I added those into my little charm container. So we have her additions in there as well. Hi, Christine. So yeah. So we're going to go for it. Let's see. I've been processing through all my journaling notes that I have been scribbling during retrograde. Ooh, you're good. You're right on top of it. I like that. I like it. So we got the Modern Witch going on. That's what we're going to use today. And I really, really need another tarot shelf. Note that I say I need to stop buying decks. I need another shelf. So that's what happens. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. I think that's the charm about charms, get it? Is that you can kind of get them from anywhere. You can even go to a craft store and grab them and boom, put them together, decide what they mean for you. And there you go. You have your own divination set. And my thing, I'm always saying divinate all the things. I have to make myself a t-shirt that says that. Good morning, Jamie. So I'm just going to throw some cards around here, apparently. Oh, boy. Good morning, good morning. All right. What else do we have going on? Let me look at my calendar. I keep trying to take a week out of this month, and it's really not a good idea. I need the week, so I should stop trying to take it out. My son's graduating in a couple of weeks. He actually is... he's getting 2 awards this week. He's getting a sports award tomorrow night, and then Thursday he gets a scholarship. And I had no idea, and he had no idea. And I'm like, whoa, okay, we'll take it. So that was really cool to get. And so our next interview that we have is Raven Digitalis on the 21st. So he'll be a little bit later in the day, and I'll make a post when we are closer. Devin Hunter, we're trying to get our schedules right. And I think there was somebody else. It's really, it's really crazy with this scheduling that it's because we have all the events are popping up again, the in-person events and all of that, trying to get, last year, I feel like I scheduled the interviews were so easy. They're sure, this day's fine. Sure, this day's fine. Now it's getting hard because all these events are going on where everybody is living. So, I know Devin lives out in California. So there's events all over the place. And then we have Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. So we got all those events. We'll get some interviews in there. But if not, the winter will always, we always can get them in the winter usually. So we're just trudging along. We are trudging along here. Getting back into our new normal, right? Let me see what else do we have going on. Witch City Tarot Gathering in Salem is next month, so I'm over on there. I'm on the planning coming there. So I've been doing interviews over there of all the vendors and presenters. So that's been a lot of fun. I actually have 2 today. I'm just trying to get everybody in before July, like mid-July. So again, I'm just talking to everybody in the whole entire world. We're just chatting. So anywho, let's get started. We'll just start right at the top today with Aries. Good morning, everyone who's joining us. And if you want me to pull a card for you, I certainly can do that. If you are on your device, there right next to the comment bar, there is a question mark and a little like conversation bubble. That's the best place to put them because it stores them for me. And then I won't lose them in the chat. And then I will get to it as we're going along. I think that was it. I think I covered everything. So let's get some Aries action going on. All right, Aries, what do we have for you? 7 of Wands. Ooh, all right, Aries. I'm an Aries moon, so maybe this is why I'm feeling all of sorts today. You know, you might hit the ground running this week, and it may seem like everything that you're trying to like put in order or get started is just, there's something, right? There's just always like, there's something that's just blocking it, getting in the way, or just nonsense. So this week, Aries, it's really important for you to be mindful and keep your eye on the prize, know what you want to do, know where you want to go, and not give extra attention to all this nonsense that's going on. So that's what we're getting with the 7 of Wands, Aries. Like, you're gonna be in the thick of it, but you got this. You can handle this situation. Hello. Hey, Nicole. So then we got our charms. This is my little charm box. Isn't it the cutest? Ah! That noise wasn't cute. You know, these little tins, like the little mint tins, these are great for so many things. I love to also make little portable altars and put them in here as well. So, in case you never thought of that, it's fun. All right, so charms, what are we going to get for you, Aries? So, let's see. So, we have this, like, garden gate. That's what I feel like it is today, garden gate. It's like hard to see, but it's got like these, come on, focus. It's got little like flowers here. So it's a little garden gate. So for you, I feel like it's again, like keeping your eye on the prize, like your garden. You're creating your garden. You have to water your garden, and knowing that you might be coming up against some challenges this week, just keep that eye on the prize. You know what I mean? And just keep your focus where it needs to be. As your flowers are like your intentions, right? So that is definitely, it is, Jamie. Well, and I was looking at, because I was trying to book flights out there for Newts. And I've been having trouble trying to get flights there too. So I'm like kind of doing the opposite. And then I gave up, and then I do have to get back to it because, you know, that's just, we got to get that out of the way. So yeah, but yeah, Maya, they are so handy. And even if you just get like, just whatever tin, like a mint, just get, and just like empty it out. You can always put stickers on it, or you just know that that's your little travel tin. And you could put like, you know, if you gave in a little bottle of like sage spray, if you want to use something like that. A birthday candle is great to use when you're away. A crystal, and really that's all you need. And then it's like, boom, altar, like depending on what you're going for, or even if you're going to be gone like with one of the moons or something like that. So just a little fun witchy tidbit. Yes. Yeah, you know, we are all about our tins, and we're all about our jars and bottles. I mean, I am anyway. And because you just never know when you're going to need it, right? And then here you go. Look, oh yeah, time to make tins, get our tins, and make all the little altars. Awesome. All right, so Taurus. All right, Taurus-y friends, what do we have for you? Yeah, the Four of Swords. Jeez, we are like, we're started off with a bang this week, okay? So shadow period is apparently still kind of flowing around like that with jazz hands. So we have the Four of Swords for you, Taurus. And I think for you, it's really about, you know, what are those things that are nagging you? What are those things keeping you up at night? What can you do to make them better, release them, work on releasing them, or just getting those situations out of the way, because they are holding you back and keeping you in a place that's not really helpful for you. So Taurus, you know, I think it's really important for you to start working on these things. Don't just let them, you know, just don't let them compound, and don't let them, you know, weigh you down. What can you do to move them? What can you do to move that energy even? And that could even be like a grounding thing too. Maybe you need to do a little grounding, Taurus. And, you know, for you, since you're such an earth energy, that's always a great idea. And that's basically like sit your butt in the grass, get your feet in the grass, your like bare feet if you can. And if you can't too, you know, it's a great way to ground that's easy if you can't get outside right away is running your hands under cool water, just mindfully grounding. Like say I'm grounding right now and releasing what I don't need under cool water. That's always an easy one too. All right, so let's see what charm is getting for you. Oh, I love that. Look at it's a little umbrella. I need like a little, I should have grabbed like a little tweezer or something that's with my nails. Sometimes it's a little hard to do. So we have that umbrella, and I feel like for you, it's just, you know, it is maybe if it's rainy, maybe you need to sit outside in the rain. Maybe just that energy is what you need, like that. And think of washing away everything that doesn't serve you. Like for us, we're getting rain the next few days. So if you're in the Northeast, Taurus, then here you go. But even getting near water, maybe that's why I mentioned the water thing, because maybe that's the type of grounding you need is just some sort of water, Epsom salt bath, something like that, Taurus, because those things that are kind of weighing you down are also holding you back. Get in there. My terms are trying to run out of here. So those of you that just joined, if you want to ask a question or you want to pull a card for you, and you are on your device, you can just use the little question mark in the conversation bubble next to the comments, and I will get to it in between these. And then the 21st, I am going to be talking to Raven Digitalis. So that's going to be a little bit in the afternoon. Hey, Matt. And we're going to be talking about his new deck, Empath Oracle. So... And I'm trying, Matt, you need to tell Devin to email me. I keep emailing him and I message him. I'm trying to get him on for a live. Now that you're on, so I was just talking about, I'm trying to schedule him. So we're going to get him on here one of these at some point. All right. Where were we? Geminis. Ooh, Geminis in our Gemini season. Let's do this. I have so many Geminis in my life. Like, it's actually kind of ridiculous. And... birthdays, like the next 2 weeks has been constant birthdays. Jay's birthday is actually on Wednesday. And, you know, he's been learning and all that stuff, like all these things, these witchy things. So I'm going to make him like a binder, to do like a book of shadows, like so he could start kind of creating his own little thing. I'm the dork. I like to make stuff for people's birthdays if I can. It's the complete craft whore in me. I can't help it. It's like, let's do that. All right. So let's do Gemini and then I'll get to the questions. All right, Gemini. So the Hanged One. You know what? You've been really just living in that headspace way too long. And it's time for you to get out of your head and go do something fun. So Gemini, it's your birthday month. It's time to do something fun. It's time to let go. It's time to, you know, all these things, all these things floating around your head are still going to be here when you get back from having some fun. Oh, is it Maya? See? The Geminis are everywhere. And I really want you, though, to do this mindfully. Hi, Brandy. You know, really pay attention yes, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this to get out of my head. I'm doing this to see what else is going on besides just that, that narrative. And maybe that narrative needs to be changed because it is keeping you in this space that's not helpful, right? I feel like everybody's up in their head a little too much, all right? So let's see what charm we got. Charm. I'm just going to keep doing this all day long. It makes me feel better. Oh my gosh, so look. We got the circus tent. Gemini, go to the circus. No, I don't like circuses, honestly. But do something fun. Maybe go watch a performance. Maybe go to a concert. Maybe go do something that you haven't done before. Something new, Gemini. It's time to go out of your comfort zone and go have some fun. That's what I say. What are you doing? You're going to Cali to the Redwood Forest to get some much needed ground time and gem shop. Ooh, that sounds awesome. I want to do that. I hope you have a wonderful time. All right, let's get some questions. Westlake's Finest. All right, let's pull you a card. What do we got for you? Ooh, we got that Nine of Wands. A lot of wands this day. I was going to say this week, but this day. We have a lot of wands. So for you, we have this Knight of Wands. And here, this is one of those things you've done a lot of work. You have been taking all the action that you've needed to take, but you still don't feel like you're quite there yet. And you're kind of looking back like, hey, I've been doing what I have to do. I've been taking the action I have to take, but I don't feel like I'm moving anywhere. So this card is kind of reminding you, keep going. You're almost there. You're 9 and you want to get to that 10, just number wise, right? 10 is completion. So keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and don't give up. So that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you. Hey, Pam. Where was I? Cancers. All right, Cancers. What are we getting for you? Hello. All right. Let's see what we get. All right. I feel like we need to shuffle. I'm doing messy shuffle today. I don't know why. Sometimes it just happens. You're very welcome. All right. So for you, we have the Ace of Wands, Cancer. Yay! So what are you doing? What are you stepping into this week? Where is the fire pointing you? Where is that ambition? Where does it want to take you, Cancer? You have stuff you have to do, but I want you to do the things this week that light you up. And I want you to follow that and take that action because I feel like that's what's going to be most successful for you. So, we have to do our regular day stuff, right? It's just how it is. It's how it is. Adulting. But make sure you're doing stuff that lights you up, that you really enjoy. All right. Now I'm going to put some of my charms. They keep escaping. Everybody's just jumping out at me today. Everyone wants to play. All right, Cancer. I have a lot of charms in here. I might need a bigger tin. That might happen. Ooh, so what do we got here? Oh, we got a bat. Oh, I like him. So we have a bat. So bats are, they're very determined. They know what they want and they go after it. So I feel like that's really what that energy is for you, Cancers. Again, we have that Ace of Wands. And what are you starting? What are you doing? So I think going ahead and just going for it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Just going to stop repeating the same thing and just go for it. All right, Cancers? Let's see. What's next? All right. Who we have? Leos. Oh, I know. I got a boatload of Leos here. So let's see what we got for you. What have you been up to, Leos? What will you be up to? You're always up to something. I know this. All right. So the Three of Wands. Woo. Yeah. We are a good... Yes. Yes, that's it. Whoever, I wonder if I know any Cancers that are there. I'll have to check. So the Three of Wands. And, you know, who are we? Yes, Leo. You are looking out into the future. And for me, it seems like the next 2 months. And for some reason, like those two boats are really really popping out for me. And I feel like that's a time thing. So I feel like for you, you're really looking out into the next 2 months and really planning and getting things in order, because that's going to bring some really great things for you in the fall. So I feel like this is really like a planning phase for you, a planning week. What can you do to make sure that your plans are secure? And again, like everybody, like we're busy, like there's so many things going on. So I think it's really making sure that you do your planning and not skip that. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, I'm a very much go with the flow person, but I feel like for you Leos, that's not the best thing for you right now. You need to make sure that your plans are all where they need to be. So let's see what charm that brings us to. Ooh, one jumped out. Ooh, look at that. I got this big old camera. Interesting. So I also feel that too, that you need to document all these things you're doing, Leo. Take some pictures. Doing something? Take a picture. Post it. Like, get it out there and just document what your plans are as well and what you're doing in the next few months. Fun. I like it. All right. And if you want me to pull a card for you, go ahead and put it in the question. I'm going to call it a question bubble. I don't know. It's like question, conversation bubble thing, but that's a lot of words. I don't want to use all those words. That silly little bubble. All right. Virgo. Where are my Virgos? I know Pam's here. Pam's my Virgo. All right. What do we got for you? Oh my gosh. We're getting like all these wands. Action everywhere. Wow. So 6 of Wands. You know, Virgo, I feel like that whatever you are doing this week, you're going to be successful in. And you need to make sure you take some time and give yourself some credit and celebrate that. Celebrate your successes. Even if they're little, you need to celebrate them. That's what you need to do, Virgos. I know. Damn, that was a good card. I like it. I like it. Let's see what charm we got. All right. So we have... Ooh. We have a Sphinx. Can you see him? Okay. Aw, I'm trying to like get it to focus, but it's yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call him a Sphinx. I know that might not be the right one, but I feel like for you, it's about standing strong and standing tall and standing proud in whatever you're doing, Virgo. You need to, because that's what's important. And that's what is going to drive you. Like, even if you start to waver, like you need to be like solid, like the pyramids, or you've been there forever and ever. You need to do that. You need to stand strong and stand in your power, because that's what people are going to see, and that's what will be attracted to you. Yeah, Pam, that was a good one. I like it. I like it. What can I do today to be abundant? All right. Ooh, we had a jumper. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh. So look what just jumped out. The same card just jumped out. What the heck? Pam, same card. So I'm saying it's like rainbows and sunshine all the way for you. And I think, again, standing in your power is how you are going to feel abundant and how you are going to bring abundance to you, because there's always those little doubts. But you know what? It's like squashing them. Like, take your little wand and just like squash your doubts. Victory, gratitude. Do it. Oh my God. That was a good one. I guess they really wanted you to get the message. So, all right, now Libras. We're up to Libra. Let's see, Libras. I'm just, when I just feel like these cards are very jumpy today. Very jumpy. Like, what's happening? Calm down, cards. Or maybe it's me. I didn't even have coffee yet. Yes. All right. So for you, Libras, the Page of Cups. I feel like this is one of those things, like you might have like a baby project. You might have something that's just kind of hanging around that you've been kind of looking at, been wanting to do, wanting to jump into. Hello. And, you know, it's really time for you to really start doing it and getting it. Like, gosh, I feel like there's just so much action. I'm trying to, like, my comments, like you hit the comments and it covers the whole thing. And then I just feel like I can't see. Don't like that. So Libras, Page of Cups. And I think too, Libra, do something like self-care related too. I feel like that, you know, maybe you need a massage. Maybe you need to get a facial done. Maybe you need to get your hair done. I think that's what you need to do. It's like prep yourself for your new adventure by doing some self-care. What are going with? I am going with it. So, whoa. Ooh, I like this one. Look, we got almost lost it. A diamond. Look at that. Diamond. So again, I feel like it's, you know, I'm a Libra sun. We like pretty things. We like shiny things. So I think for you that this Libra diamond is showing up, it's really, again, about giving yourself some self-care, doing something that makes you feel good, happy, all of those things. So there you go, Libras. Look, now my comments got all crazy. All right. So yeah, 6/6, that's right, 2 p.m. It's powerful portal. Numbers all over the place. We love our numbers. Hey, Brandy. So, and look, I made this. Oh, I keep doing that. Go down. All right, fine. It'll just stay like that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. All right, where am I? Scorpio. Saphira, are you still hanging around? Scorpios. What do we have for you? All right, Scorpios. Oh my gosh. Of course it's a Wands card. I literally have pulled a couple of cups and a Wands today, and I swear I'm shuffling. Isn't that weird how that happens? So for 4 of Wands, the happy card. I think for you, Scorpio, I think it's time for you just to be happy where you are and also celebrate that and celebrate the people around you, those who help you. And maybe you need to just also tell those people that are around you that you celebrate with, that make you happy, that they do that. You know, I feel like Scorpio, for you, it's about reaching out and letting people know you appreciate them. And that will make you feel better, whole, happy, whatever it is. So I feel like for you to get to that part where it's like that happy, you know, celebrate everything card. It's about celebrating other people. So I think that's really important for you, Scorpios, is celebrating other people this week. And if somebody pops in your head as I'm telling you this, like, that's the person you probably need to reach out to. That's what I'm going with. So let's see which card we get. We are getting, woo. All right, well, that one didn't want to play. It like just jumped out of my hand. So this is really interesting too, because I feel like it's a shield. It's got a fleur-de-lis on it, but it's like that shield. And a lot of times in families, like they have a family shield or a family crest, or they used to. I mean, we don't do that anymore. Why don't we do that anymore? Like, we should do that. That would be awesome. Anyhow, we don't. So I think that really goes along with it, because along with that 4 of Wands card too is just your people, appreciating your people. So, oops. All right. Like, my comments are being dumb. Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing card pulls as well. I'm pulling cards. Yeah, it is like a family sigil. Yes, I am pulling cards, and I am, oh, Elliot, hi. Hello, everybody that just joined. I was like trying, like my comments are being all wonky and like going all over the place. So sorry I missed you. Sorry. But yes, it's like a family sigil. But the Beautygram, I could pull a card for you. I'm doing a little bit of everything. That's just kind of what I do here. So, yes, right? All right. So I got the Strength card for you, the Beautygram. So this week is all about like for you, I feel like it's about standing in your strength and standing what you believe in. Maybe somebody's questioning that, or maybe you have situations that are coming up that you really need to stand in your power. And I feel like that you need to do that, the beautygram. But you also can do it in a kind, compassionate way. It doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to be mean. So that's like one of those things, like that you can have that balance, but still get across what you want and what you need to get across. Thank you, Jamie. Would be a badass deck idea, Shields and Crests. It would be, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll add it to the list. I already have 2 decks I'm trying to get finished, so we'll add it to the list. Add it to the list. All right, where am I anyway? Oh, Sagittarius. All right, Sag friends. What do we have for you? Okay. I was getting back on track. I totally just blanked on where I was. I mean, I know I'm here, obviously, but not that bad. Not yet anyway. All right, Sagittarius. What do we have for you? Let's see. Ooh, we have the Emperor. All right, Sag. So it is, you know what? This week, you're going to have to direct some people. You're going to have to be the one to kind of lay down the law, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be law, but in a situation, you're the one that's going to have to really, direct people, tell them what they need to be doing, and tell them what they need, where they need to be going. And they may be coming for advice. So I do also feel like people may be coming for advice, and you need to be mindful that you're that person to give it to them, and that whatever you have to say is really important. It may seem really silly for you, Sagittarius, but for them, it's how they're going to make their decision. So you make sure you really tap into your intuition when you're talking to others and giving them your intuitive thoughts, because that's what they need. All right, Sag. Ooh, this one just kind of rolled out towards me in a really weird slow motion way. So we're going for it. It's like a sand clock. It's one of the time sand clocks. So I feel that with the Emperor, I feel like it might even be a timing thing. Maybe they're asking you when they should do something, or what would be a good time to do something. So tap into your intuition, Sag. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Capricorn, our CEOs of the Zodiac, always having it together. Let's see. Temperance. Ooh, all right. So Capricorns, for you, it is about balance, but not just everyday 2 of Pentacles balance. This is more about life balance. So maybe you are spending a little bit too much time in your business brain. You need to take time and make sure that you are balanced in your life, because even if you're taking too much time off, that's going to throw the balance off as well. And the reason this is coming up, because it's affecting something in your life. So I feel like Capricorns, that what it is that needs to be, managed a little bit better, or adjusted, or, putting the balance on the other side of it, whatever it may be. But I do feel like that you need, it's calling to your attention, because you need to give it, you need to kind of, I don't want to say fix it, because there's nothing wrong, but you need to adjust it, because there is a reason why. And along the way, there might, something might be happening, or maybe happening good or bad. And if you don't have that balance, you may not be able to deal with it in the best way. So there you go, Capricorn. Let's see what charm we get for you. All right. All right. All right. We'll go with this one. Ooh, we got the Crown. So you can be the king of all things, but without that balance, you're not going to be the king of anything. You're going to be the king of unbalance, and we don't want that. So just know that you are able to do it, and you need to just step into that energy. All right. No, Capricorn. We did Aquarius. All right. So if anyone wants me to pull a card, I got to fix this stupid chat. Yes, I know that I have so many of them, and I forgot what I have in there. And it's like one of those things that is like, oh yeah, I had this charm in there. Oh yeah. And then I had gotten some from Tide from Carrie Parrish. She gave everybody like these little charm bags with a really cool cloth. Where's my cloth? It's all the way down there on the floor because that's where it is, unfortunately. No disrespect. It's just, it's kind of things like land there and then I slowly move them. But she gave us that too, and it's awesome. Okay, so for you, Aquarius, another Wands card because apparently Modern Witch Tarot wants us to harness all the Wands cards today. So for you, Aquarius, you know what? People are going to be annoying this week for you. They just are. And you need to be able to disassociate from it and know that they're just being silly. Maybe they're just like in their shadow retrograde period and they're trying to like level out with their Saturn retrograde, wherever it is in their chart. So they're just like being some sort of way. And I think a lot of times, I think when you can step back from those situations and that you can be like, all right, Jen told me this week people are going to be some sort of way. So now I'm seeing that this is happening and I'm not going to get emotionally involved. So that's really what's important for you, Aquarius. Like, don't get in the thick of it. Just try to stay on that perimeter. And, sometimes you just got to walk away because people are just plain ridiculous. It's just how it is. And, I love everybody. But even the people I love can be ridiculous sometimes. It happens. I'll admit it. I mean, I could be ridiculous sometimes. Actually, probably a lot of times. But that's not for today. All right, what do we got here? Oh my gosh, this is really kind of funny. Look, so we got a wrench. So people will be throwing a wrench in your plans or trying to, but you know what? Now that you've had this warning, you're not going to let them. See? This is why it's good to pay attention to your weekly readings. Because now, Aquarius, you've been warned. All right, let's see. See, I'm like, where the heck did that wrench come from? I don't even remember putting it in there. It's just a whole bunch of just... And it's like one of those things I feel like they like, the ones that need to pop up obviously do, but then every once in a while, just this random one, like a random wrench. Who has a wrench charm? Oh, Jen does. Jen has a wrench charm. All right, Pisces. We're all the way to Pisces. All right, Piscean people. What do we got? Oh, we got the Six of Cups. I should. See, I have my Ganesha earrings on today because it matches my shirt. And Pam, I would do it. With all of the earrings that I have, I would do it. And it was really funny because I'm going to sidetrack real quick. I was telling Pam, so I have little hangers. They're these little mini hangers. They're about this big. And you put your earrings on it. So, and they come on, and then they have this like little like bar that goes down and you hang it. So I have little hangers for all of my earrings. I'm not a Libra or anything, right? No. It's extra, but you know what? It looks really freaking cute, and they're all organized on their little hangers because I have kind of like an earring obsession. I'm obsessed. I have a lot of earrings, and I love them, and if they're super big, it makes me happy. So yeah, Jen's earring chat. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, so let's move on to Pisces with our Six of Cups. So we got Cups and Wands today, and a couple of majors. But this Six of Cups for you, Pisces, I really think, we divinate all the things, right? Don't I always say that? So with this one, I feel like it's just kindness. I think Pisces, you are here to spread kindness this week. And by doing that, when you give, you also receive. So when you're giving back to the universe, you also receive from the universe. And I feel like that's kind of like where you're at right now, Pisces, is that giving. So how can you help others this week? Reach out to people, maybe send someone a card or a funny meme or something like that. Or, do like one of those things like the coffee, like on Starbucks, you pay for the person behind you kind of thing. Like do something, or in front of you, whatever it is. Just pay for somebody something. I don't know. Don't let me like get like the the logistics. I can't. And all I'm thinking about is my Starbucks is closed right now because they're renovating it. So nobody's paying for anybody's coffee there. But, you know, Target has one. But you can do that. So you share your kindness. Spread it around. Let's do it. All right, Pisces. Oh, look at, and we got a little dog. Here, let me get him by the tail. A little dog. So again, you know, and if you think about it, like with dogs, right? Like they are just, we don't deserve dogs. We don't. They're just unconditional love. And I feel like that's what you need to put out there, Pisces. We need your unconditional love this week. So that's that. All right. We went through the whole zodiac. If you missed it, you can always go back. Or you can also take your moon or your sun, your moon, and your rising and kind of make your own little horoscope for the week. That's always a fun thing to do. Before I go, if anybody wants me to pull a card for them, now would be the time. Now would be the time. Maybe. Then they're going to just chase the chickens around. My dogs used to chase my chickens. And I have my Yorkies. They're little. And, yeah, I've totally done that. Like or, you know, a lot of times, like if I lose an earring, and I only have the one, I'll just take the hook off of it and throw it in my charm thing. But I'll tell you, it probably wasn't the wrench. I don't think I ever had wrench earrings. But, you know, like even like the moon, like because they have the little like loop on top. So a lot of times if I do have ones that were earrings and I lost one, we'll throw them in there. Oh, they were friends. Well, that was good. I don't know. My chicken situation was just apocalyptic. Like they did what? No, I don't. I think I just had the meanest chickens in the world, I guess, because I've never ever actually seen that ever. I don't know how they do it. Maybe they raised them from like chicks and puppies, so then they like knew each other. I bet that's what they did. So yeah. So does anyone want a card before I go? If not, off we go to our day. I'm going to be doing some, yeah, Felicia. I had one of my chickens was Felicia because she was mean. And that's what her name was. And she was a mean chicken. She didn't like anybody. All right, folks. I think we are good. So keep an eye out. Like I said, on the 21st, we're going to have, almost dumped my cards out. We're going to have an interview with Raisin Digitalis with his Empath Oracle. We're going to get Devin in there at some point. And I feel like there's somebody else and I can't remember. Libra. Yes. I'm Libra too, Elliot. And what did I pull for that? I don't remember. Does anyone remember? I don't remember. You know what you could do? Yeah, just watch a replay. You can just fast forward through me and go, and then you're Libra. And then there I am. I know it had to do with something with diamonds. I think I pulled a diamond for that one. I think it was like self-care. Yeah, watch the replay because I'm going to mess it up. But thank you all for hanging out with me today. And I'll be back next week. Same time, same place, all of that good stuff. And yeah, it was. I think it had to do with like doing self-care and something like doing something pretty. Elliot, we like pretty things, right? That's just how it is. Oh, Page of Cups. Yes. Page of Cups. Starting something new, but taking some self-care first. That's what it was. Thanks, Pam. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Look, now I can't even shut it off. Like, what is happening? Because my like, comment thing, it's not letting. There we go. All right, goodbye.